non-Muslim brother would like to ask the question in English.
Yes.
Yes, brother, most welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zakir Naik. You have delivered the speech very good, and you have great done in the name of Muslim. Great job. I read the Quran from Al-Fatihah to Anas. I have finished. But in terms of Arabic, I still confused. If Allah is a unique name, why in the Quran use the pronoun like in English he? Because in Arabic we know single, dual, and plural like you, as a male gender like huwa, huma, whom, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antuna, and ana, nahnu. What about in the Holy Quran? Always stated
What's the name?
My name is Tony. I'm an engineer by profession.
MashaAllah. Tony asked a very good question.
Let me finish my question, sir. For example, in the Quran, in Surat Ayatul Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum, la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm, and so on until in the last surah is wa huwal aliyyul azim. There's so many words of huwa, which means male gender. If Allah is a unique name, why Quran always describe as a male gender? Thank you.
That's a very good question, brother. Brother asked a very good question. Yeah. That if Allah is a unique name, then why do you say Allah, He, Huwa? Kul, Huwallahu. Say He is Allah one and only. And this question, brother, troubled me for many years. This question you're asking me troubled me for many years, and asked this question to many people, and none of the answers satisfied me. Until, while learning Arabic, I got my own answer. And Allah says, Fas'alu ahli zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. If you don't know, ask the one who is an expert. So when I got this answer, I asked Dr. Fahab Dareem, that is my answer correct? He said, Mumtaz, excellent. And I'll give you the answer. My answer to this question is that normally in English language, we have three gender: male, female, and neuter. In Arabic, we have two gender: male and female, masculine and feminine. And there are certain rules and regulations for the Arabic grammar to say it is feminine. Number one, if it is feminine by nature, ummun is feminine, correct? Uktun, ummun means mother, feminine by nature. Uktun is female, uktista, by nature. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by nature is not feminine. Number two, if it ends in ta, like a sa'atun, watch. Sa'atun means watch, it becomes feminine. Mirwahatun, fan. It ends in ta, it becomes feminine. So this is the Arabic grammar. If it ends in ta, it becomes feminine. Then the other rule, if it ends in alif, bada alif, it becomes feminine. Third rule. Fourth rule, if it's pair of a body, ainun, become feminine. Yadun, hands, become feminine. So this is Arabic grammar. These are rules for being feminine gender. By nature, ending in ta, with alif, with male. Now if you put Almighty God is not feminine by nature, Almighty God, Allah doesn't end in ta, it doesn't end with kara alif, it is not in pair, it's kul wallahu ahad, says Allah one only. So by default, because there is no third gender in Arabic, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got no gender, so by default we say huwa. Do you understand?
Yes.
So by default we say huwa. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nowhere in the Quran does it say is male or female. I agree is unique. So by default, by the Arabic grammar, it doesn't come under feminine. We put kul huwallahu ahad. Say He's Allah one and only. You understand? Allahu la ilaha hayyul qayyum. Again who? So this is by default. But nowhere ever will you find that Allah is masculine in gender. This is by default because of the Arabic language. It is not feminine, it becomes masculine. That is the reason we use the word huwa. Hope that answers the question, brother.
Can I ask one more question, sir?
One more question.
One more question.
Okay.
Other related to the dietary restriction. You mentioned in Leviticus 11, verses 7 and 8, that we, a Christian, prohibited to eat pork. So, if you look at the previous verses, it's also prohibited also camel, hyrax, and rabbit. So, if you believe, or if we must not eat pork, so you have to believe in this previous verse. You don't have to. You must not eat it. Camel, hyrax, and rabbit. Is that correct, sir?
Brother asked the question that I quoted, book of Leviticus, chapter number 11, verse number 7 and 8.
Correct.
Where it says pork is prohibited. Before that it says camel is prohibited.
Yes.
And even rabbit is prohibited.
Hyrax and rabbit.
Correct. So is it true? For those people who believe that Bible is the word of God, yes. For me, I believe Quran is the word of God. And nowhere does the Quran say that camel is prohibited or hair is prohibited. You understand? Yes. Bible only says pork is prohibited. If you believe in the Bible, and if you believe everything of the Bible is correct, yes, you have to follow it. What I'm doing, I'm talking about the similarities, whether camel is right or wrong. Bible says pork is prohibited, Quran says pork is prohibited. Let us both agree not to have pork, correct?
Yes.
Now Bible says camel is prohibited, but the Quran says camel is allowed. So what is difference we'll discuss tomorrow, correct? If you are a Christian, you will have to follow. I'm not following in the Bible. I don't believe Bible to be the word of God. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yes,
I believe the Quran to be the word of God.
Yes, I'm a Christian. I do not eat pork. Yes, I was circumcised.
MashaAllah.
And I don't drink alcohol, and I'm not a smoker.
MashaAllah, very good.
But
brother, do you believe Jesus is God? Or do you believe
yes,
Jesus
I
is
still
messenger of
believe
God?
in God because in many...
so do you believe Jesus is God or do
yes,
you believe messenger
I still
of God?
believe He is God because in the exorcism, I just put my hand, cast out the evil spirit on someone person, and in the name of Jesus, the evil spirit out from this person, the exorcism. I believe.
You said just because you stretch your hand and you take the name of Jesus, and evil spirit is out, correct?
Yes, correct, because the Holy Spirit.
Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, said in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter number 13, verse number 13, for there shall be many false Christ and false prophet who will do wonders and miracles in my name.
Understand.
Did he say that? False Christ and false prophet can do. So miracle is not the test. Putting out your hand and taking out evil spirit is not the test. If that's the case, you should go to a hospital and put your hand and treat all the patients of cancer. You know, the Christian missionaries, they come and do healing session. I said, why and come healing? Why you are doing healing in the open ground? Go and do healing in the hospital. Correct?
Yeah. But that's
so all this is nothing but fake. If you can really heal, you go in the hospital, you'll get ready-made customers. Why do you require a heart specialist? Why do you require doctors? Go and do healing session, all the patients would be healed. So
yes,
brother,
I still believe Jesus is God because
I'm
the Alpha and the Omega.
So did you hear my lecture or not? Is there any unequivocal statement anywhere in the Bible where Jesus Christ, peace be upon himself, says that I am God or worship me?
What about the Philippus say that Jesus show me the Father, and Jesus say, how come you ask me, show me the Father? I've been long time with you, you don't understand the Father.
Where is this?
I think it's, I forget in
Gospel of John, chapter number 14.
Correct.
Verse number 9. This was already asked by another girl earlier. If you read the context, Gospel of John, chapter number 14, verse number 1, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, said, if your heart is troubled, if you have faith in Almighty God, have faith in me also. For I am going to Almighty God. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I wouldn't have told you so. I am going to prepare a place for you. And if I go you, I will call you. And you know the way I go. So then Philip says, I don't know where you go. Then he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but through me. That means he's a messenger. Every messenger at his time, he was the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but through him. Then he said, now you know the way.
Yeah.
Then no, we don't know the way, show us the way. Then he says that now you have seen him and you know him. Then he says, he that has seen me has seen the Father. Gospel of John chapter 14 verse number 9. He that has seen me has seen the Father. Seeing is knowing. So if you know Jesus, you know the Father. The work that I do, they bear record of my Father. See the context. It doesn't mean he's God. It means he's a messenger of God.
But
Do you understand?
yeah, I understand. But for my last words, I still learn Islam by
You learn Islam?
not by seeing the Muslim.
Don't look at the Muslim.
I look
but my
at the
request
Quran and
to
the
you
Hadith.
is, you
I don't
read-
care about Muslim because many Muslim in the traffic light in every their
I
house.
agree with you.
Yeah. There's a good.
I request you to hear my video
Yeah.
cassettes.
Excuse me.
Hear my video cassettes.
I have downloaded many from YouTube.
Yes, you see that? And inshallah, this will answer many of your queries. And
Yes,
once
but-
you're convinced that Jesus is the messenger and not God, inshallah, I want you to come closer to Islam, inshallah.
But today,
And
let me still believe that He has got the Holy Spirit, the peaceful in
if
my
you
life.
see my video
the center
cassettes,
of my
all
life.
your
Yeah.
questions will be answered, inshallah.
thank you.
And I pray to Almighty God to give you guidance so that you find the true God, inshallah.
Yeah, thank you, Zakir Naik.
Can we have the next question from any non-Muslim sister?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sister.